Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Durge Diaries. I'm the Oz, and we are continuing Gwenyth's story in Baldur's Gate 3. We literally just hit Act 3 last night. And got the MP reveal and all that fun jazz out of the way. And, so we're still at that camp. I decided not to trigger the long rest yet for some reason. So, without further ado, I guess let's dive in. I hate it when it does this. I put things in specific spots for a reason, damn it. Oh, and I didn't even do what I was doing. Heh. Alright, let's long rest, and then we will actually head into Rivington. And we've got a couple long rests to get through there, because I like to clear out the queue at the beginning of the act before I do stuff. Alright, Shadowheart's hair. So, yes, this is Gwenyth, the Rock Gnome Artificer. And it is backed by a popular demand that we are romancing literally everybody. Alright,
Be
Shadzy.
honest. What do you think of the new look?
What inspired the change?
I thought I knew who I was. But I was wrong. I do not belong to Shah. And I do not want to be adorned like one of her puppets any longer. The hair is just a gesture, true. But everything has a first step.
How do you manage it?
An unexpected benefit of my training. Any novice knows how to source the right herbs and mixtures to alter one's hair. Typically reserved for disguises and subterfuge rather than self-discovery. But I don't live by Shah's rules any longer.
I love it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
That you do.
Of
Let's
course.
get you a smooch.
I thought you'd never ask.
Aw. I'm not going to bother putting the party fully together because we're just going to be triggering another long rest after Rivington anyway. I thought that, nope, it's one more back, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Hippie Gomez, the super bear.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
It really does. She looks so much better as a blonde. Alright, I guess I have this. You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
I mean, I suppose I can't fully blame him. For all he knew, you'd sprout horns any second.
And I went and proved him right. A Grand
Indeed.
Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
Which is why you break up with me if I duke you. And then you get to wear the hat of shame for an entire game. Yeah, that rhymed.
Something is different about Shadowheart. New facial creases, perhaps. A fresh battle scar I hadn't noticed. Bah, it eludes me.
This camp is really fucking cool, but I hate how just spread out it is.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
You know, it's been a while since we connected like we once did.
Yeah, I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you.
Aww. Delicious.
Shadowheart looks different. A change of diet, perhaps?
Squish.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew.
What is this
Shadowed
camera
in name,
angle?
but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
I complain about it, he moves his head. Perfect. Just seriously, sometimes it's like, hey, I can see up your nose.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Looking
Find where
fine.
Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
You're not the boss of me, MP, so shut the fuck up and stay out of my brain. Okay, thanks, bye. Alright, do the rounds, long rest. Takes so much longer with my stubby little gnome legs.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting.
I'd like to talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
So why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a gay hive mind. A talent like that makes the prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Well, then why does she want him dead now if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Who were the hostile Githyanki that were in the prison?
Yes, Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. Very well.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
I thought I already did this. Tell me more about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Oh, honey.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
So what are you hoping to find there?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
How are you faring without your Harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
Just try to keep up, old one.
Do you know, maybe my hearing is not what it was. Would you like to repeat that?
You know, now that we're traveling together, I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
So, is it true you fought the Dead Three before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Oh, come on, you're not that old, are you?
I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old.
I love her.
As you wish.
Right, this is Durge Nightmare, which means I need her into party. I guess I'll have to kick Fangs out.
Worm's Crossing, the gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge.
Have you heard from Daniel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
God, he makes me feel so short. Even more so than the others do because he's a giant. I mean, look at this. My head comes up to his freaking hip. The top of my head is his hip. Hi, Fangs.
Worm's Crossing. The welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home.
Are you worried about Cazador finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
It sounds risky.
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
Sorry, darling, we have to stay in camp.
I'm hurt.
We do, but I
get
need
it
you here
sounds-
in the party, alright? Alright, Captain Daddy Issues.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city.
So, are you excited to return? Reluctant? Both?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of lore, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back?
I don't feel much of anything, actually.
Give it time. It's a city of many colors. Let them wash over you. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady wines at the elf song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
You my girlfriend.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started.
So you mentioned that Shar followers might be watching us. You think we can use them to track your parents down?
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go.
So you don't even know where to go?
Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching.
You know, I think I'd quite like to get lost with you exploring the city.
I know what you mean. And under different circumstances, I'd like that too. But first things first, I'm afraid.
Alright, so what should we be looking for?
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Alrighty then. Squishes.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no water deep, but Baldur's Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third.
Man, delicious.
The next urchin that tries to pick my pocket will lose its hand.
Why not take its head?
If I take its head, how will it learn from its mistakes? Even here, a child deserves a second chance. I am reminded of the Brerin, the stench streets of Menzoberranzan, where the sick and the outlawed make their homes. Despite the destitution, there is profit and opportunity to be found in such places, if one is willing to wade through the squalor.
Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. I expect it will live up to its legend.
Home sweet home. I'm curious about Menzoberranzan. Will you tell me about your home?
From the still, dark waters of Lake Donegarten to the black academies of Tierbresh, it is a city of wonders and terror. But it is not my home anymore. If I were to return, I would be denied all of its wonders and shown only the terror.
It is hard to be without a home.
Yes. Particularly when the home was so magnificent. I am a daughter of Menzoberranzan's most ancient and powerful house, the Bainray. I lived a life of privilege and danger. My home was at the tallest point of Cuel Arzol, the place of the nobles, a plateau high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface, and I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself, and I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me.
A dangerous upbringing. Made you strong.
Yes. My house trained me to be a soldier in Lolth's service, and my mother showed me how to survive the perils of society. She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share.
Aww.
I am
She's so
yours.
sweet.
Come to me.
So
You
Gwen
give me
has couples
courage.
armor with Minty and couples lounge clothes with Gale. Alright. Safe's coming. Alright, there's nothing new.
You
from
wish to
anyone,
consult
right?
me?
I'll just check. Let's see.
Whatever you need, you only have.
Oh, there's nothing. You don't have anything, right?
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Yes, I am. No, none of you thirsty ass bitches are wanting attention. Rad. Alright, let's go get a lecture on what a disappointment we are to our father.
Naughty, 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 little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death.
No, she won't.
But your father loves you dearly. You may re-inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
That may be what you were, but it's not who you are.
And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are? Tonight's troubled rest is, as ever, overwhelmed by your killing fate. You dangle above a dark precipice, one move away from falling. Another watches your body while it is possessed by the night. You do not dream alone.
Dark dreams? I think I can guess. Visions of blood on your hands. The blood in your veins, perhaps. For all the gifts Baal's children inherit, a peaceful night's sleep is not among them.
What are you doing, Jaheira?
The dreams alone do not concern me. It is what waking deeds they might inspire. Are you truly your own master? What is it you feel when Father's dreams come calling?
It's sickening. I never asked for this power, and I want to be rid of it.
There is one certain way. I hold it in my hand. This is your father's true legacy. Not his children, but the fear they plant in us. The savagery it blossoms into. In another time, with another of your kind, we found a better way. I would dearly like to find it again.
A better way? It's far too late for that. My cruel deeds can't be undone.
You are what you are, child of Baal. But that need not be all that you are. You would not be the first to turn the taint in your blood to your advantage. But there are barriers a Baal spawn must overcome first. Those of your kind. Orin. I am sure you already know that so long as she lives, she will never stop hunting you. It might be that you have to turn and face her. You cannot change that. All you can choose is how you meet her. As another bloodied child of Baal? Or as yourself? All I can offer is the promise that, should you choose to do so, you will not meet her alone. For now, take what rest you can. I will watch over you this night.
Thank you for everything.
Sleep well.
No more dreams await you in sleep this night. Only the warm knowledge that indeed you are not alone.
Okay, first long rest done. Do the rounds, trigger the next one, etc. Why am my stubby ass little gnome legs take forever to get me anywhere?
How can I assist?
I discovered I'm a Ballspawn. The Lord of Murder's blood flows through me.
I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose. I'm listening.
Mini romance round. She had a bad night. She wants kisses from all of the lovers that she can get kisses from right now.
Hey.
So I discovered that I'm a ballspawn. A child of the god of murder.
That's a heavy weight. I know you can carry it, but it's heavy all the same. You are so much more than your parents. You're more than the affliction that wants to consume you. I love you. And I know you'll choose your destiny and choose it well. You will, won't you? Go on. Oh, yes.
That was kind of weak, Karlak.
Yay!
She's so freaking cute, I love her.
Well, are we ready for the road once more?
Actually, Fangs first.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days.
So, I had a vision. I found out that I'm a ballspawn.
I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells. A ballspawn. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette?
I'm terrified. How do I stand up to a god? I mean, he wants me to cause so much carnage.
You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Mal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Evereska. I'm all pointy ears, my love. There is nothing I'd like more. You are perfect. Every time.
Halsin.
Oakfather preserve you.
May the force be with you. I understand my affliction at long last. I'm a ballspawn. The Lord of Murder compels me.
You are a mortal child of Baal. Be careful with whom you share that fact. I hear many of your kind have met premature ends.
Hey, chat, is my sound coming in kind of wonky tonight, like warbly? The game itself, not me. I'm trying to figure out if it's the stream or if it's my mic or the TV.
I'm here for you, always.
He said something besides well met. I'm so proud of him. So, well, I am born of the Lord of Murder. I'm a ball spawn.
Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's ward. One of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you. My favorite subject.
I really like the way that they did that for the short. It's actually really fucking cute. Jetty! Emo girlfriend.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
So I understand my affliction finally. I'm Volspawn.
I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature, if you want to. Of course. Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here.
Aww. Okay, oh, shit. I am never There we go. Okay. Squish.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done.
So I found out the truth about myself finally. I'm a ball spawn.
A Baal spawn? Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, that's not a bond I'd like to be bound with. You should be careful. Very, very careful. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly needs words to express it. What else is troubling you?
Mint-alicious.
You wish to consult me?
You know that darkness inside me? I learned its origin.
Tell me, Ustno, or show me. My mind is open to you.
I am a child of Bull. But I think I can resist my father's savagery.
You are heir to a divine inheritance that few would be able to command, but I believe you could. To reject it would be to reject a godhood. You would lose the possibility of shaping the world to fit your desires. And you would lose me. Baal is not like the Absolute. He will not control you. He will unleash you.
So you'll... Oh, wow, okay, this is about you for trying new things, right? Shit. I'm not sure that I can control this.
You must. Yours is a heritage of murder. It cannot be ignored or evaded. You will either kill or be killed. We must find the Temple of Baal, slaughter Orin, and claim your inheritance. I am yours. Come to me. Enough. We still have a war to fight.
Mm-hmm. I don't like doing that conversation option with Minty.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are a Sharlak, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
Stand your ground. Don't fall for her lies.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Good gods, like most of you thirsty bitches need attention, huh? Alright, I guess let's save scum, start with Lae'zel, and then do the rounds. Halsin's not lit up yet, alright? Okay, good, no.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Consider Lae'zel's past and present. What's the true source of her resentment? Really, Gwen? There we go.
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
You're grieving the future you'll never have. Like it took everything from you.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. I am known and honored by you, the source of my bruises. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Tma Zala Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
You've been really quick to pledge yourself to Orpheus's cause. What about your wants, your needs?
Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again.
So Vlaakith said she'd make you bot to Vlaakith. Sounds impressive.
Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
So what next?
We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinasin.
And Shadzi still has her exclamation point. Yes, good, good.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods.
You don't think we'll find you a cure?
With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not. She was very loud.
Fangs? I'm gonna try for first, those are fun.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
I should probably be fine with that, really. Okay. Let me do these rounds real quick, and then Shadzi.
If our traveling companions continue to make poor choices, we will soon have every god in this plane and the next hunting us. Lae'zel risks everything with her childish rebellion.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
Hello, emo girlfriend.
I can still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean.
I'm sorry.
You've nothing to be sorry for. Far from it, in fact. Without your help, things could have ended very differently for me. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help.
Of course.
Wait until the others are asleep. Then come with me. There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little. This will do. Take off your clothes.
You know, there's easier ways to get me naked, right?
I don't doubt you in the slightest. Come on, then. We've already come this far.
All right.
A little misdirection. Couldn't resist. What's the matter?
Nothing. You're beautiful.
I know. But it's nice to hear you say it.
Forgot that I turned off the hide genitals thing because it was messing up the armor.
I don't know if I can do this, now that I'm here.
All the things we faced, and you're afraid of getting a little wet?
More the drowning. And the things that could be hiding underwater. And the drowning. And the cold. Did I mention the drowning? Let's get on with it. Before I lose my nerve. Oh, hells, that's cold. Come here. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet.
Her hand is phasing through my hair.
Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop.
Back in. Talk to emo girlfriend before we trigger the next rest.
Something the matter? I should hope not, after the time we spent together. My spirits are thoroughly lifted.
I did want to talk to you about that, actually, as it still happens.
Oh? Not feeling any regrets, I hope?
And just remember, you'll need plenty of practice to become an accomplished swimmer.
Trust me, I'll be an eager pupil, if I have a thorough teacher. Though I'm still finding sand in my hair. I wonder what the others will think of that.
Come on, naturally they're going to assume that we snuck away to make sandcastles in the middle of the night.
But of course they will. I hope we'll have more opportunities to slip away. And make sandcastles.
Oh my god, that was funny. Okay. I'm saving because I'm not 100% sure what this next one is. I think it might be Halsin. It is. Yay! Nobody else has an exclamation point, right? Okay.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you.
Alright, so the fog's lifted. What have you discovered?
You. I discovered you. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now.
What exactly are you saying?
I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Why else would you have been so concerned about whether I had a lover before? But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested. I am already in a relationship. Or 7.
You have bonded with Will, body and soul.
Why is
His
it Will?
scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with his consent. And perhaps someday, his participation.
You just want to share? What do you mean?
Some treat their relationships like a walled garden. Tidy, tamed, cut off from the world. That is their right, but it is not for me. I do as nature does, and let my heart run wild. Desire flourishes wherever it finds purchase.
You don't believe in monogamy?
It has its place, but it is not for me. The wolf mates for life, but the bear roams free and partners as its instinct dictates. I need to stay true to my nature, and you to yours. Perhaps you are like me, or perhaps not.
I'm very much like you, sweetheart. I will speak with Shadowheart.
Take your time. I'll be waiting. All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something?
I'm very curious how this scene's gonna unfold with the tiny-ass gnome.
Oh, you came. I was concerned you might have had doubts. Or that this might have all been too soon.
Is the big, strong archdruid Halsin nervous? You're adorable.
Perhaps a little. Do you know how hard it's been for me to contain myself? I'm almost frightened to touch you. If I give in, I may not be able to stop until I've devoured you.
Don't be frightened.
Almost frightened. If you feel my heart quicken, it's not from fear. Come. Feel for yourself. Just as nature intended. Come here to me.
This thing has really bad timing and crashing sometimes.
Forgive me, I lost the run of myself. Sometimes, if blood runs hot enough, it's difficult to tame the beast.
I'm flattered that I have that effect on you. Now come here.
Well, I need no further encouragement. More?
What the hell is the next one? Alright, let me make sure I did this right. Nobody's breaking up with me, right? I think I got this down.
I'm here for you. Always.
Yeah, no, we're still good. Alright, cool. Alright, Super Bear.
All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something?
May I kiss you?
Come here to me. Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
I just wanted to... Oh, wait, actually, we've got this, don't we? Heh. I wanted to speak to you about the night we spent together.
That was something I had dreamed about for some time. And now I realize just how woefully meager my dreams were compared to the reality. I would still be there with you now, if the sun hadn't intruded on us and the city hadn't stirred for the day.
I would have stayed. The populace could do with the show. Take their mind off things.
I had heard the municipal laws regarding large animals had been struck down. But still, perhaps we were wise not to push our luck. This time. All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something?
I just wanted to see how you're faring.
This place is not for me, perhaps. But with you by my side, and the shadow curse of fading memory, I shall keep my head high.
How do you see our relationship?
Relationship? Such terms belong to civilization, a little unfamiliar to my lips. You know what we share is more fluid, more founded in the principles of nature. You should feel free to roam as your heart desires. You are all I want, but I will not hold you to myself. Let others know the happiness of being with you. Always. Was there something else you wanted, my heart? Come here to me. Was there something else you wanted, my heart? I was hoping you would ask.
Came all the way down here for a kiss on the cheek, really?
Was there something else you wanted,
so
my heart?
Not super awkward. Alright, so they've made the short people kisses a little bit less buggy than I thought they would. Okay, let's see what the fuck this long rest is. Safe, cause I don't know what the fuck is about to happen.
It is the smell that strikes you first. Spiced ceremonial oils cut through with the copper tang of blood. In the candlelight, Zevlor might almost be sleeping, but his empty eyes stare, his lips slack around a curl of parchment, poking through like a yellowed tongue. A message.
Oh, Orin. Alright, there you go. The requested, very rare and pretty fucked up Zevlor death is done. And we're keeping the painting. But it will not stay if I leave it in camp, so we'll put it up in the elf song, because why not? Little gift from my sibling, after all. Alright, I'm pretty sure I can speak with Dead with Zevi.
The corpse stares at you, lifelessly.
What happened to you?
Blessed by the chosen.
Who killed you?
Orin. An offering.
Why did you surrender your people to the cult?
Her voice. Absolute. Promised.
What did the voice of the Absolute promise you?
To be paladin again. Protect my people.
Many of your people died because of you.
No. We are sainted. Safe. Home.
No.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Sorry, Zevlor. Alright, little sister. I hope you appreciate that one, because I don't want to do that again if I can avoid it. I like Zevlor. Honestly, I really like him in the final battle. But there you go. Done.
Desperation is the obverse of wisdom. Zevlor was always destined to fail his people, and to fail us.
Of course that's the stance Lae'zel takes. Of course.
I hope Zevlor rests in the softest, sweetest peace possible. He deserved more than he got.
Indeed.
I never met Zevlor. But the way his people spoke of him. Hatred. But grief as well. For the man they thought he was. He betrayed them. But only in the hopes of saving them. It will comfort the others little to know that.
Zevlor turned to darkness in his desperation. But he did not deserve a fate such as that.
No, he did not. I don't think I'll be doing that again.
Even a wet rag like Zevlor deserved a better death than that.
Right?
Gods, poor Zevlor. Even good intentions can lead us down deadly paths.
Indeed, friendo.
A cruel end. I wouldn't have wished that for Zevlor, no matter his failings.
Yeah, Zevlor deserved better.
After all he'd been through, Zevlor did not deserve such a death. It is unsettling to know we have such eyes as Orin's upon our party. Sorry, I didn't ask why you sought me out. Do you need anything of me? There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure.
Yeah, you're upset. You get a kiss. Really? That one? No, not that one. That one. There we go.
No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly needs words to express it. What else is troubling you?
He says with as many words as possible.
You wish to consult me?
Oh! Mintalicious apparently has nothing to say about Zevlor. Alright, we're finally through all the fucking cutscenes.
What a charmer.
Oh, Carla, come drop a dead body for me, please, dear. Just right here, next to Orin.
Still in control.
Thank you, darling.
Just.
Amicus anima. Virtus et scientia.
Corpse seems willing to speak.
But not to its skeleton. Well, I haven't resummoned you in a while, have I? Oh, maybe I have. Okay, let's get the party put back together and then get this show on the road.
How can I assist? I'm listening. It is done.
You're in the party, you're in the party. You're not.
Precious little Baal babe. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
I'm here for you, always. That's the spirit.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Aww.
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road.
Squish is already in the party, so Mintalicious.
You wish to consult me? Good. I do.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Sharp as ever.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my
Halsin?
return. We should do
I
what
did.
we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Paparazzi.
All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something? Then you'll have me. Lead on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
For a while, after the shadow curse was lifted, I felt hope in a way that I hadn't felt in years. I thought that nature would heal and balance between it and civilization could be restored once and for all. Yet since we neared the city, I've seen more and more signs that I was being naive. Refugees, orphans, the downtrodden, all being left behind. Perhaps the Shadow Druids were right in their own twisted way. If such sorrows are the fruits of civilization, perhaps there can be no true balance between it and nature.
What do you mean?
Look around us. You will not have to search for long to see exactly what I mean. Society should be judged based on how they treat their most vulnerable. Baldur's Gate may deserve harsh judgment from what I've seen so far.
What do you think could be done to help?
I wish I knew. Truly. A problem for another day, perhaps. I just hope there is another day.
Oh, honey. You always make me feel so bad at bringing you to the damn city.
That might be worth a look.
Sorry, I'm a little bit wheezy tonight. My asthma's acting up. Alright, creepy ass child.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Well, where did you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Let's go find a guard, see if they can help you.
Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
This city is a poor place to be in need of help. Even the guards can't be trusted to protect the most vulnerable.
Well, I don't know where your mom is, but take a few coin.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
What are you calling this new business?
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Nearly there now. You can see the city.
There
Up
is
on the
so
hill.
much wrong with that name.
Oh, right, Minty has things to say.
I do not understand why the matrons, patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees.
Yeah, I agree. They should be offering them shelter for what's coming.
I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it.
Hi. What? I can't hear you. Okay. Minty, are you suggesting that they be used as slaves?
I am suggesting they be fed and sheltered, and that they work in return. Call it whatever you wish. Perhaps you think it would be better for them to starve or be slaughtered here, while the citizens hide behind their walls.
Oh, darling. Now who's an exclamation point? Which one of you thirsty-ass bitches needs attention now? Halsin, I swear to God, if you go off on that rant again...
Speak to me, lover.
Oh, we're doing this. Every time I talk to somebody, you get an exclamation point. Are you fucking... that was 2 games ago, Halsin. I thought we were over this. Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Shit. Okay, we all have wings this time, so that'll make it a little easier. Halsin, go kill something up here, please. Oh, shit. Yeah, do your force twirl. Oh, yeah. I don't kill any of them. But still. Yes. Right, first of all, you need... Okay, you have Fire Fist. It is a weird sentence.
For the fallen.
Jahira? Come up and help Hippie Gomez. You don't have movement. Let's have some fun. Ah.
Time to strike.
It's complicated as you pick up XP space. I love him. Just my heart to quit. Alright. Lae'zel and Neta. Stab it. Stab it. Stab it. Stab it. Stab it. And that's why she's Lae'zel and Neta. That, and because I'm pretty sure we don't know the shit out of her, and that amuses me.
My faith will protect me.
I love him. I love him. Alright, there we go. Smite! Smite! Ah, hell yeah, Smite team, baby!
Battle favors the fearless.
I can see a star in there. Does it? Oh. Is that door open? Okay, the door's open, so yeah. I think he can at least pew pew. Yes. He has 6 level arms of Hadar. Holy shit. Oh, rad. Yes. That wasn't as useful as I expected, Will.
Survival is all that matters.
Tiny ass gnome giant ass sword. I love it so much. I'm way too easily abused by it. It's painfully obvious. Like all the time. I'm too short to Misty Step up here, aren't I? God damn it. Fine, I've got magic missile.
Ready for battle.
Step. Well, she doesn't seem to have whatever item she had last time that gave her that weird ass attack thing. Sadly. Fucking Reaper's a ball. So rude.
If I was a Sharon lookout,
What in the hells was that?
Place I'd wait around.
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hells?
That's curious.
That might be worth a look.
My! The fates move in strange and scrumptious ways. I am delighted to see you again. After our little interlude at last light, I was worried you'd gone quite mad.
I mean, I was already kind of mad to begin with, but... Glad the road to the city treated you kindly.
Did it? I'm not so sure. I'm not in the city yet, you see. I'd quite like to get inside. But it's difficult to shuffle your way to the top of the queue when you're, well, as big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through. Right in their little pocket.
I suppose. What form will you take?
Ooh. This day has ended so much better than it started. Now, you don't worry about me. I'll be a good, quiet little apple you can tuck into the corner of your pack. Just until we are inside the city walls. Hail, Cyric! I can't wait to get inside.
I'm gonna have to go through inventory soon, aren't I? I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be able to get away with procrastinating it. Especially since it looks like I haven't gone through my inventory once. Pulls on the inside, I could be an insult sooner.
One time we'll make an exception. As long
long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Sis coming.
If you don't get out of there, I'm going to have to make...
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
The Army of the Absolute is days away, and you're bickering over property ownership? Seriously?
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern.
Have you tried talking to them? Maybe you could come to an agreement.
Agreement? Why should I negotiate with the vermin who've stolen my house? I've got nothing to say to them.
Let them stay, or I'll make you leave and never come back.
Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me.
Don't talk
You
down to me,
stepped
bitch.
on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
Is the little dog trying to intimidate us? If it continues to bark, I will snap its neck.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Or what?
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live.
Okay, I kind of want to fail this one, but I also just want to do this because I never... I am the child of Baal, this filthy city's eternal terror. Do you have any last words, bitch? Damn, I made it.
You're serious?
Yep.
Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Hey, she got to walk away alive for once. Usually, Minty has to snap her neck.
I was sure we were about to be evicted. We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Alright, fangs.
Don't touch me.
Why is Shadowheart so hurt?
To threaten the children.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Cinta was trembling.
She'll be all right.
Traps. How considerate.
Oh, wings are so broken.
likely the home of a sweet, generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving? Be careful. There are traps about.
And just because it amuses me, we're gonna just chuck a fireball in and watch everything go boom. That was great.
Keep it together.
To threaten the children.
Aldarians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians.
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Sorry, Halsin. I'll have you know I was born and bred in Baldur's Gate. My father practically owns this fucking place.
Oh. My apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local.
And besides, Baldurian, your accent is clearly Rivingtonian. That barely counts.
Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldarian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
No, but we have a very informative class on dissecting corpses.
A word, if you will.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once. Back off and return to your homes.
Really?
That's an order.
I prefer my company.
Instead of these sloppy outlanders.
Oh, thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Gortash.
Excuse you? I didn't need that prick to make me who I am.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
All good,
I'm
Fangs.
not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not the...
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Our hearts bleed for you. What's your fucking point?
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company.
Excuse me?
I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Me. Yes, she has turned her back on your wretched little goddess.
I suppose that's the subtle approach dispensed with?
Oh, don't be so
Oh,
harsh.
right, maybe.
It's plain to see that you've turned heretic, even if your friend had kept her mouth shut.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Rude.
So don't make trouble.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
So, the Sharans are using a place called the House of Grief as a cover for their presence in a gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
The excess of refugees outside the city walls could easily become a surplus of laborers.
Last is a refugee yourself. Not volunteering, I take it.
I am a daughter of House Bainray. I obey no authority except my own desires.
I can think of at least one Wriggly stowaway who might dispute that.
Oh, snap.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Donations?
Donations for what?
Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
Look, I need to get in that barn now. There's something dangerous in the donations.
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
I'm not. And this quest is so fucking annoying. You get literally nothing from it. Like, I don't even bother finishing it ever because it just annoys the shit out of me. Like, there's no resolution. It's just, oh, look, this is kind of done, but not really.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. This assignment is going to be dull.
All these people fleeing for their lives, only to be corralled like cattle.
Oh, poor Halsin. I really do feel bad about bringing him to the city sometimes.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say.
Zevlor's dead. Murdered. His severed head was sent to my camp.
He's dead. Then there's some justice in the world after all.
Look, I spoke, but I didn't speak to him before his death. I guess that's just like what you can say. It doesn't make sense, but sure. Look, I spoke to him before his death. He admitted to failing, but he had no real convincing explanation for why he chose to surrender.
None is possible. At least now he's paid for his betrayal.
Your face is familiar.
But it isn't Danis's face. His is the only face I want to see. And I'll never see it again.
But I rescued Danis.
Your face.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
Hello, sister.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
Do they pay you extra to be so goddamned cheerful?
Of course not. But most folk appreciate a kind word these days. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
Look, I didn't come for handouts. I can take care of myself.
That might be the simplest approach. Unfortunately, not everyone sees it that way. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldarians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be keeping the peace, not stoking the fire.
Ha! What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say?
I will do better than mindless slaughter. It's not the answer.
Mindless slaughter is the only answer.
You hide, I'll seek. Come play.
Look at it. Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. Have you lost your nerve, my blood-starved sibling? Oh, did I mangle your skull too terribly?
Stop talking down to me, Orin.
I could end it now. But I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Too long.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
So Baal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. She spoke to you in a rather familiar fashion. More shapeshifter mind games, I suppose.
You seem to have a lot of experience with doppelgangers.
This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve.
Yes, darling. Stop talking down to me, please.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Orin, Skra! Burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
Indeed.
While she lives, Orin will continue to terrorize us, and soon she will make good on her threats. She thinks we are weak, afraid, vulnerable. We need to prove her wrong.
You're on edge. Orin's influence, I assume?
I am not on edge. I am alert, as you should be too. Orin could be anywhere, could be anyone.
Despite her protestations to the contrary, it is clear that Minthara is afraid.
Oh, this is where that conversation is. Safe's coming. Oh, let's just say you're not Orin right now.
You see through my Minthara mask, pretty little flesh thing. A joke. I am no more Orin than you are. If she is watching, and she may well be, she will delight in seeing suspicion spread among us so quickly. We cannot let that happen. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever.
Alright, so I'm reloading because the option I actually want to pick gives me approval with her, and she can be difficult to get approval with sometimes.
Despite her protestations to the contrary, it is clear that Minthara is afraid.
Mindy, it's okay to be afraid. Given her powers, it would be madness not to be.
If you sense my fear, be sure that she does too. It is her greatest weapon. She has the scent of our blood, and she will tease and toy until she tires of the hunt. Then she will obliterate us without a second thought. She had me in her clutches once before. Promise that you won't let it happen again.
I promise.
Thank you. Together, we will survive her.
But you know you don't need my promise. You can protect yourself.
Against Orin? I have my doubts. We need to watch over each other. Now, more than ever.
I am yours. Come to me.
Yeah, she's freaking out. She needs a kiss.
Enough. We still have a war to fight.
Well, come on, it's fun. Alright, Shadzy.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I got everybody.
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed. I guess he better get well. Let's see.
And not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered.
That's curious.
Look at that! Fruit could have made.
We cannot rush into their claws again. Another defeat
Right.
will wipe us out.
There are so few of us left.
At least we're not ascending fangs this time, so I get one of my favorite allies in the final fight.
And they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
Keep your distance, darling.
Nothing less will do.
Watch your back.
Alright, I'm sending him to camps. See, well, I'll have with a conversation without him.
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same.
Judgment, and it almost
We have
doomed
no
us.
good choices.
We need strategy and cool heads.
Should we fortify the camp?
Rechtei hathran rust. Frey valdisk durovna. Frey vald iskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, famed monster hunters. She's burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My thanks. We grieve those who left us, but celebrate them too. They died well. There is doom in the air these days, but welcome news too. Word has reached me that the undying Ketheric Thorm is destroyed, and if whispered tales can be believed, he was defeated by one looking much like you.
And what if he was?
The head of the shadow-cursed warlord is an impressive trophy. I am wondering if I could tempt you with another.
Perhaps. What do you have in mind?
Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years,
His foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future. They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could.
And if it's too late to save your children?
Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain.
I'll do what I can.
If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
May the force be with you.
Serpents must be exterminated. Nothing less will do.
Alright, now Astarion can come back. Just every once in a while, it's kind of nice to have that conversation without fangs.
Still in control. Just.
Ads.
Have a lot on my mind.
Okay, Halsin was just so hot on my heels that I didn't. I love this view. Trot down Rivington.
Another quake. What's going on?
Stuff, that's what.
There's something happening to it.
Alright.
This is front page material.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got
Shanty, you can remember you Contagion, right?
There must be
something.
Yes. But you are missing spells as fucking usual.
Our readers will be outraged.
Hold on, do we have any scrolls of it so I can cast it on her?
Great headline.
Please, my son. He's only
Fascinating.
a boy. You must understand.
Sir, we can't let you in.
Our readers will be
I think you'd be
outraged.
safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths
This
to
is
feed.
front page
We
material.
don't need your kind.
Our kind?
That'll make a great headline.
Refugees. Outsiders.
Enough, Ketzer.
Fascinating.
This one, vulnerability to all damage.
Ticklish little creature tries to sneak and slice. Hack away, sweet meat. Let your butchery unfold.
I'm just tenderizing the meat until
she's toying with us. But why?
I have to face you.
Pull yourself together.
Huh? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening?
Impero.
Okay, we've got doppelgangers out here. This must be one of the extra encounters, and somehow I completely fucking missed this in my last game.
What in the hell? It was a shapeshifter.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Stelmane's murder, still unsolved.
Give them a piece of
City
mind.
launch under scrutiny. I know, sweetie.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
With Stelmane murdered, the council has an open seat. How timely.
Secured a most excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen elixir.
Soon the bastards will outnumber us, his friends. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
The creepy monster thing.
Well, he threw a rock at me and said,
If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
You tamed a ghoul. That's an impressive bit of spellcasting.
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful.
Are there a lot of murderers around?
You haven't heard? The Absolute's cronies have been busy chopping people up like it's going out of style. They won't go near us, of course. Lucretius, bringer of night, protects us. And even the Absolute knows better than to tangle with a necromancer.
That's hilarious.
But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
All right, I'd like to enter.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Look, I used to be a killer, but I've reformed my ways.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animal?
All right, let's see what three end up getting pulled into the scene, and we'll pick from there.
The city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love. Are you not?
I do love someone. Someone very close to me.
You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Let's see. Lae'zel, Karlach, or Astarion? Astarion it is. I rolled a die. Unless anyone has a request for someone, in which case I will gladly do it. Astarion, you up for this?
Oh, my love. How could I say no?
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you. But do you know one another? Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught, so let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
When he's elbow deep in gore.
Guilty as charged. Sometimes literally.
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Freedom.
You're not wrong, but do we need to tell every stranger we meet our business?
Our touch has been that of sunlight, but now we must ask the deep, the difficult. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion, what is his deepest fear?
I know what the right answer that pisses him off is, but... most things fear him, actually.
Oh, I like that answer. Yes, let's go with that.
I cannot, little one. I can accept truth, and only truth. And you know that is not what lies within your hearts.
I have to say, you know me better than I thought. I'll have to be more mysterious in future.
Your bond a seedling, one that needs a gentle hand in its tending. Nurture it, and it will become a great oak in time. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings, and know that you made one whose heart was long quiet, beat with love anew. Can you and your beloved stand the test of time?
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations, or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service.
I'd like a statue of myself for my camp.
My wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours.
Rude. Alright, I want a naked statue.
Tremendous! Stony, darling, let us put this towards our getaway in the Moonshay Isles. I'll have your statue shipped to your camp. You shall love it. We guarantee it.
Papa.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice.
How often do you loot corpses?
Oh, lots of times. The beasts ate a kiddo the other day, and I got some good stuffs. I mean, circus is safe. Do not worry. Yes. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
None of it is stuff that I need.
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon.
Alright, let's see how spectacularly we'll fail at Chult this time. Who knows, I might not. I'm on Smite team now and I can fucking fly. Okay. Where's Vorn, first of all? Oh, Vorn is actually over here. Good.
Let's move.
Win prizes found only in the most exotic of planes. Will the wheel of wonders dub you worthy? Come, see.
There we go, my smite is even smitier. Fangs, do your job.
Come, mortals, and try your luck.
Oh, darling.
That's proud. prizes, found only in the most exotic of plains.
Father, they will die for you.
Approach, ugly one.
You are very loud.
Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
And what kind of things can I win?
Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot.
Alright, I like to spin the wheel.
Let us see if you have luck's favor. Impossible. You thief! You cheated!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Liar! Enjoy the jackpot, muley curd!
Damn that Ginny. Where am I?
So much. Oh, Vaughn was already in combat with you? Well, let's finish you off quickly before anyone else notices. So much. So much. Out of sight. Actually, I am gonna dismiss Vaughn. I think I can do this better on my own. As long as I am stealthing and or invisible.
Can't risk being in open view.
I mean, I guess I don't really need to kill all the dinosaurs. Holy shit. Shit. Fuck, we're at 3 now. So much. Fuck. So much. Fuck. Trying to attack me now, sucker. I could cleave, I suppose, if I can figure out where the fuck that is. Why is this? recast Sanctuary right now, can't I? Oh! Nope, I have to have a turn before I can use Sanctuary again. I'm not a rogue, I can't hide as a bonus action.
With haste.
So, I'm gonna do this. Are they there and there? Really, they're not even that close to me. I can probably get the fuck out without them. Not there either. Ooh, they got where I just was. Oh, hey. Holy shit. I did it. I survived Schultz.
Right tool will do the trick.
Oh shit. Why am I doing this? This is Astarion's job. Best trip I've had to chill in several games.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Load.
Certi. Papa sells good things.
I have such a headache. I'll feel that one later.
Okay, let's go do the,
We've seen him twice already, Peanut.
clan shit.
Yeah, and I want to see Triples again.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Can we not find a more pleasant amusement? Gouging out our own eyeballs, perhaps?
Did you hear about
And
the
Lae'zel
scarecrow
just
who
volunteered
lost a
herself.
fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike, and soak in their innards. It is glorious.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
This is your time to shine, Lae'zel. Up you go.
Scraw, you can't be serious.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
Go on, Lae'zel.
And here I thought Ceramorphosis was the ultimate torment.
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend. Because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. There's the spot of the show. Praise the Absolute.
I am fury. I am death.
Stabity, 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 stabity. Ha! Sucker! Oh shit, we can't talk to the corpse now. Lae'zel, neta. Hasta la vista, Eastic.
Let us see the battle won. Sylvanas, guide my
Here.
steps.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Alright.
I think I could go another round. Into battle.
For fuck's sake. Can you stab it? Yes, you can.
Got to focus.
I need my Gatling gun.
I speak, they burn.
Alright, Gatling gun, go. Baby, go. And I hate killing her, but there's no saving her.
Need to act fast.
Fresh orders?
I may regret this. Smite. Nope, we're good.
Another shifter. Shame. I thought we were killing a real clown.
Dribbles, why do you have to go missing now of all times?
You are too damaged to talk, aren't you? That's fine, I can still loot him.
How can I assist?
Oh. Hi, Lae'zel. I take it you would like attention? It was a very nervous, awkward kiss.
What's that?
My skellies will take forever to clean this place up. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. It's a pleasure, darling. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude.
I don't know. I enjoyed myself. Killing clowns is a rare treat.
If that's your idea of fun, darling, you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every colour and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say?
You know he's probably dead.
Even better! Corpses are wonderful employees. They aren't picky about things like working from home or eating.
All right, let's talk payment.
Huh. I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my dribbles. You won't be disappointed.
Actually, I will. Fine, I'll look for him.
That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Yay. Love it so much when MP just kind of forces his way into my dreams. Oh, right.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Yes! We can play Won a Cup.
Of course you can stay. Pick a spot and settle in.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
How can I assist?
Nobody actually has anything to say. MB, I don't want to talk to you.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
I expected you to be more on guard this close to the brain.
You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
You have a love interest?
Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique. At least,
yeah, she was your puppet.
When she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed.
He literally tells us
Though my relationship with Belen was different from my relationship with you.
Oh yes, You manipulated her like you manipulated me?
I see that you are unable to let that go. But do not forget that I trusted you with my life, as you trusted me with yours. Manipulation
Not so
or
much
not,
that I trust you with my life, it's that I have no fucking
my relationship with
option.
Berlin was similar in this regard, though less dramatic. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
You know, if I didn't know you were a mind flayer, I'd say you were upset.
Astute as ever. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing.
Yeah.
Thought the same at first. You are wrong.
Until you literally changed her mind
Feeling
for
is
her.
vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals. Even the mind flayers. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Berlin understood this. Berlin became my freedom.
That was insightful.
I am glad you were able to learn something.
Another
point. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
Alright, let's get the party put back together.
Alucus animalis. Virtus scientia. In nocte consilio corpsi.
How can I assist?
It is done.
Hippa Gomez.
Speak to me, lover. Then you'll have me. Lead on.
Gods, you're beautiful.
Oh. So I spoke to Ulma, the leader of those monster hunters. She wants us to save their children from Cazador.
You spoke to her? Without me? Gods, damn it! Of all the hornet's nest of prod, you had to pick that one! Whatever you told them, it's pointless. Cazador does not have a drop of mercy in his fetid body. Their children are long dead.
Look, you kind of owe them, Astarion. If we can't get their kids, fine. We can give them revenge.
Well, look, I'm not opposed to revenge, but on my terms. For my reasons. Because of some lost whelps. Of course, if we stumble across their little corpses, you're very welcome to report back to your new friends, but I will not be delivering that news.
Fair enough.
Gods, you're beautiful.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
I'm here for you, always.
Could it be true? Stelmane was allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Did you know Stelmane very well back in the day?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I sense there's more to this story.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Gone before her time, it sounds like. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. That's the spirit.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Aww.
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
My time is yours. What do you need?
You wish to consult me? Good. I do not like to stand idle.
May as well check in with Karlik and Jaheira, make sure neither of them needed anything.
Well, are we ready for the road once more?
Darling?
Okay, let's see. We still have most of Rivington. But I think I should probably call it a night. Oh, right, I have a statue now, don't I? I shouldn't see it because it's so small compared to the other ones that I usually get. Oh, they did a pretty good job. Alright, well, I think I should probably call it a night here. As I am starting to get tired. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed tonight's chaos. And I'll be back usual time tomorrow. Until then, have a good one. And peace out.